Welcome back to another installment of Anthem Culture News today. Shout out to all the culture heads, all of you guys that's keeping posted, keeping it locked, checking out everything, all of the content. It's a lot of interesting, fun topics that we have today about Anthem Culture. Actually, I'm about to get into one of them right now. It's some pretty interesting stats. It's pretty crazy just sitting, reading about culture all the time. It really opens up your mind to different perspectives from around the world. Different things going on, different lifestyles, different ways of doing things. So let's jump into the site, anthemculture.com, see what's new, and keep posted. A lot of content, a lot of great things coming out. So let's get right to it. So I just found out that out in India, about 10% of the population, only 10% speaks English. That means 90% of the population does not understand me right now. We definitely got to change that. This is Anthem Culture. So we're about to make some tweaks to the site over the next couple days, be able to open up that to everybody else pretty much that's interested in culture. And it's pretty cool just to know that the opportunity exists just to really expand and connect with different people. So there's really a huge push out in India right now. As far as like just building up the connectivity around the country, being able to give people access to the internet, because actually 56% of the internet is in English, and about, I think it's 0.1% is in various Indian languages. So pretty much if you don't have access to the internet or don't speak English, if you're in India, you're out of luck. So leave it up to Anthem Culture. We're about to work on that. And stay tuned. Check that story out on anthemculture.com. Maybe you could read it in another language sometimes. So you pretty much could find opportunity in any situation. And a true representation of that is an artist from Malaysia by the name of Hairul Anwar. And he created amazing artwork from his smartphone. He pretty much took a lot of proverbs that he's learned over his years growing up in Malaysia, such as don't bite the hand that feeds you, the golden rule, things like that. And after moving away, he started to recall a lot of these old proverbs and pretty much turned them into artwork. So you can check out a lot of his artwork on anthemculture.com and even check out some upcoming exhibits from him. So that's pretty cool and interesting. So check that out on anthemculture.com. Great news for all the culture heads out in Melbourne, Australia. Those of you who are familiar with Uber, the car service, hit a button, request a ride. You can now do the exact same thing for their new service called UberEATS, which is Uber's home food delivery service. So now you can press a button, request some food, and it'll appear right at your doorstep, right at the front door, which is pretty cool. And this is a new service actually. They have a couple of cities in the US currently testing it out, and a couple others scattered around globally. So let me know how that is if you're out in Melbourne. I definitely want to hear from you, get some feedback from that. So check out that story on anthemculture.com and try it out. Let me know if it's good. So festivals. We all love a good festival. And out in the UK, they're now hosting the festival called Bear Lit, which is actually a literature festival catering to minority authors and writers and really promoting them and giving them a platform that they normally wouldn't get in certain areas around the world. So shout out to them for doing that. The Bear Lit Festival is going to be an amazing experience. Very diverse, very creative works being displayed there. You get a taste of various authors from all around the world, various ethnicities. So make sure you read more about that on anthemculture.com. So we all know the world has a huge love for food and just food culture overall. So out in Doha, Qatar, they're actually hosting an incredible food festival called Gozleme, which is a showcase of Turkish cuisine. And those of you who are actually familiar with Gozleme, the actual food, which is a staple in traditional Turkish culture, it's a type of pita bread. and it actually looks really good. I personally never had it, so if you know how to make some good Gozleme, mail some to ACHQ. I want to try it. I'll spotlight you and shout you out on the. You actually could come on the next Culture News today. So check out that story on anthemculture.com, and even more so just the food, but you also get an entire experience of the cultures, the Turkish culture while there, including the music, just art, and various performances and stuff like that to keep it entertaining. So read more about that on the site. So as Anthem Culture continues to expand, we have more news, more information, literally stories from all around the world. It's definitely cool just to read and expand your vision, expand your perspective, learn about different things. So shout out to everybody that subscribed to the newsletter. Shout out to all of our subscribers to the channel. First ones on the videos. Tell a friend to subscribe. Tell a friend to check out anthemculture.com. They'll probably find something cool. So don't hold on to good information for yourself. Share with the world like it's meant to be. That's all Anthem Culture is about. Shout out to all the supporters. Shout out to all the culture heads rocking these bands. It's kind of cool every time I run into somebody and they actually have it on. That's real life. If you catch somebody with it on, take a picture and tweet it to #cultureheads. So with that, shout out to all the culture heads. Appreciate culture.